Someone said do a morning power pose. I don't even really know what a power pose is, but I'm going to do a bit of research and then I'm going to hit up these boys. I'm thinking about one of these guys here. That one there looks very powerful.
I love sleep. Waking up from sleep is easily the worst part of my day. Since I was a kid, I've always had trouble peeling myself away from the warm comforts of my duvet. My YouTube feed is filled with people telling me that I should be waking up earlier, meditating and evolving into something called a downward-facing dog.
Getting up very early in the morning.
Why I started waking up at 5:30 a.m.
The new book is all about rising at 5 a.m. Before the sun rises is the time of least distraction.
So I thought I'd take up this challenge. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day for a week. But to make it more interesting, I decided from day 2 to do whatever I was told to do by my Instagram followers.
I figured that if I was going to wake up at 5 a.m, I should probably get 8 hours of sleep. This meant going to bed at 9 p.m. It felt really strange setting the alarm for so early in the morning, kind of like I was going on holiday, except the holiday was a hospital in Manchester. So I have just woke up. I did snooze a few times, but I'm not that tired, I don't think. I'm going to have some ice cold water. I can't even think or speak, but I'm gonna get some food and then I don't know what I'm gonna do because I've got a few hours before I start work. It's 5 a.m. and it's still so dark outside. Kind of peaceful and quiet at the moment. Okay, I'm a bit more awake now. I've decided I'm going to do something that I don't normally do in the morning. I've got my yoga mat out.
So today, you count each exhale from 1 up to 5.
Just turn the lights off because it's just so bright in this room and the sun's slowly starting to come up. The mistake I made is that I didn't have a plan for the morning. I was just kind of doing things aimlessly and it meant that I wasn't accomplishing anything and also it made me really tired. I had no structure other than I'm getting up at 5 a.m. So I decided to put it to my Instagram followers. I posted to say, what should I do tomorrow at 5 a.m? And whatever people suggested is what I was going to do. I got a lot of crazy suggestions, including ones I definitely couldn't do before a day working in the hospital. You know what is amazing though? It's almost 6 o'clock and I've already had loads of water, done some meditation, done some yoga, and I'm about to eat my breakfast. I've got a lot done in a short period of time because there's nothing else going on. I'm now dressed and ready for work, and even though I got up at 5 a.m, I'm still going to be late. I don't know how I quite managed to do it because I got up literally like 2.5 hours before I need to leave, but I need to go now. Five o'clock, day 2. It's time to, I can't even open my eyes. It's time to do some of the things that you guys suggested on Instagram. We've got things like do some yoga, do some meditation, go for a poo, go outside and go for a walk, do some push-ups, go for a run, make some food, that sort of stuff. And then there's a couple of silly ones like have a tequila shot, which obviously I can't do before work.
Take a nice deep breath. Notice any of the sensations in your forehead.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost fell asleep doing that meditation, but it was so good. I mean, that's what the people want. Sun's slowly coming up. You can actually hear the birds chirping outside as well. I'm definitely more tired today than I was yesterday. I think yesterday I was really excited to get up at 5 a.m. So I slept really well the day before. Whereas today I think I got a bit too cocky, thinking yesterday I felt fine, and so went to bed at like 10 o'clock. So because of that, I'm absolutely exhausted now. You might be thinking, what a weird breakfast that he's just made, some random scrambled eggs with salsa on it. The reason for that is because I'm on this new slow carb diet fad that I'm doing, so I can only eat very specific things, and because I'm vegetarian, the thing in the morning that I can eat is eggs and salsa. So it's scrambled eggs and salsa for me. It's getting sunny outside. I've done pretty much everything that I wanted to do in the morning, and it's only 6:30 and I've still got an hour left. So I think I'm going to just clean the kitchen, unload the dishwasher. By day 3, I was getting pretty tired. The novelty of getting up early at 5 AM was starting to wear off, and I was really deprived of sleep. Work was long, I wasn't sleeping as well, and it was a really tough day. This one literally says, say good morning to yourself in the mirror. Good morning. So someone on TikTok has asked me to write a poem. Here we go. It's been a tough year, and we've fought and we've cried as COVID swept through grief-stricken eyes. We just have to remember we're in this together, in the summer sun or the rainy Manchester weather. We've got so much to be grateful for, our family and friends, and we've become so much stronger than you can even comprehend. So before you get gloomy and in lockdown you wallow, drop me a cheeky subscribe and a follow. I've now been sent a video by my editor Ian so I can check through it and make my changes and then send it back to him so then he can make the changes. This is a video that's going out in a couple of weeks' time, so I'm quite prepared in advance. To search their symptoms online. Today I wanted to put this to a test. My name is Kiran. I can't remember the last time I just sat and drank a coffee and didn't use my phone at all. So that's what I'm going to do now. Other than yesterday, I'm pretty sure I did it yesterday. It's day 3 of my 5 AM wakes, and today's the first day I've felt properly tired. I don't know what it is. The first couple of days I think I was making videos. There's a bit of adrenaline about getting up so early and doing so many things. Today's been a really busy day in the hospital and I've just been absolutely exhausted. It's about 8:30 and I think I'm already ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna get an early night, get up tomorrow, again follow some Instagram suggestions, and then hopefully I've got more energy for the day tomorrow. After a few days of posting on Instagram, people actually saw that I was doing these things, and the suggestions started to get way better because they started to get weirder, and I loved it. 5 o'clock again, but you knew that already. You didn't need me to tell you that. And we're about to do some things. I am exhausted today, but I'm here, still turned up. Can't wait to not be waking up at 5 AM. Someone said, cry whilst introspecting. I don't know how to make myself cry. I'm going to introspect and try and make myself. I've tried, I just can't make myself cry. So I'm gonna have to give this one a miss. Someone has asked me to read my horoscope, so I've decided to check it out. My birthday's in September, which makes me a Virgo. Soul soothing is your priority today, blah blah blah. Distract yourself by engaging in some vitality boosting activity, whether you go for a gorgeous outdoor jog, pull out the yoga mat in your backyard, or simply dive into extended meditation session. Doesn't that feel better? It's predicting what I'm about to do, but it's also incredibly generic. What a surprise. Good morning! That guy was so confused. It's 6:30 AM and this is the state of gloomy Manchester in the rain, in its natural state. I'm back, guys, after my 5 AM start, day at work. Then I went to the gym and then I had to meal prep all of my food for the next few days. So I've got this huge veg stir fry with tofu that I'm gonna stick into these 4 boxes. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've just sat down and it's 8:30, which doesn't sound very late, but considering I've been up for so long, it is later than it sounds. So I've got half an hour, maybe an hour to chill, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm basically still asleep. Can't open my eyes because it's too early. pleasantly cool day. So I have done a little gratitude diary. I've written down 3 things that I'm grateful for in my life, and here's what they are. Number 1 is my health, and that it's relatively good. When you work in a hospital, you see a lot of people that are sick through no fault of their own. So I'm grateful that my health personally is quite good. Second of all, that I have a house and a roof above my head, because I watched a documentary about homelessness recently, and I can see how tough it is if you didn't have a secure place to go back to and how difficult that would make your life. So I'm grateful for that. And then finally, my incredibly supportive family and friends. I do lots of weird and wonderful things, and it's nice to have people that will always support me through that. I'm very grateful for that. My family, my friends, if I tell them about something weird and new that I want to do, they will never say no. They will always say, go for it. Someone said do a morning power pose. I don't even really know what a power pose is, but I'm gonna do a bit of research and then I'm gonna hit up these boys. I'm thinking about one of these guys here. That one there looks very powerful. Someone has asked me to do a handstand. I've not done a handstand in years, and this is gonna go terribly. It's raining, I have to go inside now.
Like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can
I am the teapot.
Be water, my friend.
We're day 5 of me getting up at 5 a.m. 5 days, 5 a.m, eh? The first proper change that I've seen. Every morning this week I've been absolutely exhausted, and I've been doing things, kind of dragging myself out to do things. Now for some reason I've just got loads of energy. I feel like I could do anything. I'm about to go eat some food, have a quick shower, and then head into work. I'm working all this weekend as well, so Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm getting up at 5, but I've got to do these things. It's day 6, which means tomorrow is my last day of waking up at 5 a.m. and I can't wait to have a proper sleep. This train is always just sat here every single day. Oh, hey, I didn't see that. This was an interesting exercise. No one asked me to do it, I just did it anyway. But I plotted the number of subscribers I have on YouTube against the number of days that I've been doing YouTube, because it's coming up to a year now. And it's nice to see this little exponential growth curve that's going on. When you are working and you're not seeing the rewards straight away, this sort of thing is quite reassuring and motivates you to carry on. This is what I'm talking about. So that's the number of subscribers, and that is the number of days, and that's the cheeky curve. On day 6, I got the best suggestion ever. Someone said to me, go to a 24 hours McDonald's and pretend you're ordering at Subway. And luckily, it was my cheat day.
Hi, what can I get you?
Can I get a 6-inch sub on hearty Italian, please?
Yeah, mate.
Actually, make it a footlong.
Mate, this is McDonald's.
Oh, have you run out of footlongs?
Nah, that's Subway, mate.
The guy was laughing so much when he gave me the food. Look at that beauty. It's not a sub, but it'll do. I'm home and I have done the incredibly stupid thing of choosing to do this when the clocks are going forward, which means tomorrow when I get up at 5 a.m, it's actually going to be 4 a.m. because the time's going forward. So I don't know why I chose to do it this week, but as a lovely little surprise, on the final day, I'm going to get an hour less sleep. Day 7, and it is properly raining outside. Look at that. Yodele. It's literally too early and rainy. There's no one even around to hear that. But there was a nice echo on that boy. I'm absolutely exhausted this morning. 7 of 7 going to work, waking up at 5 a.m. Today it's 4 a.m. / 5 a.m, whatever you want to call it, and I'm up. I've had an hour less sleep, but it's my last day of work, last day of getting up at 5, and then I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna try and lie in. I don't know if it's gonna happen, because today I woke up naturally at 5 a.m, so I don't know if that's gonna be my new body clock, this 5 a.m thing, but I'll let you know tomorrow. This one says, text your girlfriend / family you love them. I feel like my fiance Sam probably hit it enough, so I've decided that I'm going to text my mum. I've sent her this lovely little gif. Someone said, tell me an interesting medical fact. Here's an interesting medical fact. In the 17th and 18th century, one of the main practices of medicine was something called bloodletting. This is where you'd take an artery or a vein, you'd cut it and you'd let the blood out, because they thought that disease was caused by an imbalance of 4 humours, and one of those humours was blood. So if you let the blood out, you balance the body. This is what Hippocrates thought as well. By balancing the body and letting the blood out, you'd help cure disease. In 1799, George Washington became really sick and he was treated by bloodletting, and they let out absolutely loads of blood. Like, I can't remember the exact percentage, but it was a substantial percentage of his circulating body volume. He went into hypovolemic shock and he died. $999. 1,000. Oh. I'm really joking, I did like 20, but I got you. After getting up at 5 a.m. for a week, what did I actually learn? I genuinely think it gave me some breathing space, some time to myself. Between long working weeks in the hospital and spending all of my free time making YouTube videos, I really needed that time to myself. I think everyone needs to try this at least once in their life. And it also taught me that no matter how early I get up in the morning, I will always be late for work. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As always, if you're new, make sure you're subscribed so you can join the team. My name is Kiran. I'm a junior doctor and a comedian. Take care and stay safe.